Dion Hinchcliffe. Hi, Dion.
Hello.
Dion is a Chief Strategy Officer at Dachis Group. So he accepted to answer some of questions. So we're really excited about that. Thank you, Dion.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
So Brian Solis had this provocative article whereby social business is dead. And what is your perspective on this rather bold statement?
Well, I think that if social business is dead, long live social business, right? It's never been the word or the phrases that described it, whether we call it enterprise 2.0 or social business or next generation ecosystem or the podular organization, the connected company. We've had all these great names for it. And I think there are different aspects of the similar thing. There's a core concept and an idea, and it's clear the world is moving and digital networks are changing everything, changing how we work and changing how we live. I think there's no denying that it's affecting our organizations almost as much now as it has affected the consumer world, right? So I think that the term maybe social business isn't as current as it once was. I think it's still appropriate, and most executives know. But if we're talking about the underlying changes to our businesses and how digital networks are affecting them, there's no question it's not dead.
Okay. So how would you explain that most companies are still struggling to implement this approach and reap the benefits out of it?
So I think part of the issue is that a lot of the network technology that we talk about was never designed for business use, right? It's really designed for us to communicate and connect better in our private lives, and the proof point in the consumer world is that it's been a tremendous success. The number one form of communication in the world is social technology, right? And so our businesses have been trying to reap the benefits. And I think that it's now a misconception that there aren't organizations receiving significant benefits. You can look at McKinsey's social technology surveys. I put 100 different use cases, success stories in my book. It's easy now to look around and find handfuls of successes in many industries in many parts of the world who are implementing social business and seeing results. Now, that's still not most companies. Most companies aren't quite there yet, and we're still in the early days. And I think we'll see some organizations can't make the changes, they can't adapt their culture to these new ways of working, and they're going to have a tough time. Why do I think most organizations can get there? Maybe. Some will. I think that's the most you can really say. Technology, particularly social technology, pushes the leaders and the laggards apart, and I think that's just a natural outcome.
Okay. So we are talking a lot about employee engagement, but according to you, is that more of a problem or consequences of today's economy and the way the management is being carried out in organizations?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think our aging and outdated models for traditional management are leaving some people, especially younger workers, disengaged with the workplace. I think that also work isn't as central to people's lives as it once was. So I do think people are changing and culture is changing a little bit. And so we see that there's low levels of engagement inside most companies. Most workers are not very engaged at work. Now, when we talk about these technologies, social technology improves engagement. It can. If your underlying company is healthy, I think it can improve engagement. And so I think most organizations have a gap that they can begin to close. They might have a very receptive environment for workers, and then if they give, especially younger workers, technologies they're used to engaging with each other with, you'll see the benefits and higher levels of employees wanting to be passionate and involved in their work. But I do think it's the two changes, and I do think that digital technology provides a lot of distractions we never had before either, and we can't discount that.
Okay, so what are the key takeaways for you for the conference this year so far?
So going back to what you said about companies and success stories, it's amazing how many really good ones there are here this time, right? So BASF and Grundfos and so many others, Bosch, are telling the stories about how they're doing large-scale social business transformation and what the results are. And we see the same pattern. Tens of thousands of workers join up. They create thousands of sub-communities about things that they're interested in. And then there's the hard work of community management and keeping the community and the engagement vital. And we see the stories over and over and over again. But now we're seeing a level of maturity I think we've never seen before.
Okay, thank you very much, Dion.
Thank you.